what's up everybody? I am Lizzy Murphy, and in this week's video I decided to go back to my beginning of my channel when I used to do book tags and stuff like that. So I am today going to be doing the stay at home book tag. Now I do have all of my questions here on sticky notes. Yeah. So I will be using these. Laying in bed. A book you could / have read in one day. Oh man, actually the book that I read in one day that I sadly don't have with me right now, I will have it up here, is the If I'm Alive book by Terry Blackstock. It is the last one in the trilogy from her. It's about the whole series. I won't spoil the last book because it's the last book in the series, but the whole series is basically about this girl who was framed for murder, and now she has to basically run away from the cops and basically all cameras, because they are using all of the tech around areas to try to find her, and even running away from this private investigator that the person who was killed, the guy's parents, hired a private investigator to try to find her, and the private investigator may believe that she's innocent in all of this. But I actually did a video on this. It was a long time ago. I'll have it linked up in the cards for you all. But yeah, I mean, that book, it was really good. I read it. I had to read it in a day. I had to. That was just the only thing I could do. I had to read it in a day. Okay, question number 2, snacking. A guilty pleasure book. Looking at all of my books and I'm like, yeah. Honestly, I think this, Tiger's Curse. As you all may know, I read the Nancy Drew books as a kid. That's actually what got me to love reading. But then the Tiger's Curse series is actually the first series that I started reading that was considered a big book series in my opinion. So, and I've read this many times because I love it, and there's a lot of stuff in it that is really good. Question number 3, Netflix. A series you want to start. I have started this, but I kind of found myself not wanting to finish it because I've seen the movies. It's the Divergent series. I watched the 3 movies, and then now every time that I try to start the first book, I'm like, because I already know the movie, I already know the story, I already know what happens. I'm just wanting to get the gaps in between. So, but yeah, I mean, that's the only series that I actually want to start, because all the other books that I want to read are necessarily standalones. Question number 4, Deep Clean. A book that has been on your TBR for ages. I could pick up any one of these books. Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. She wrote the Divergent series, and I tried reading this and I just could not get into it. But yeah, this is just one of many that has been on my TBR shelf for ages. Okay, question number 5, Animal Crossing. A book you recently bought because of hype. Because of hype, I would say Nadine Brands, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Fox. I don't have the book up there. I bought that mainly because it seemed like every time I went on my Instagram account, everybody was posting pictures of Fox. So I was like, oh man, it's okay, fine. I read it, I read the synopsis, and okay, I'll give her a shot. But then sadly, her book has something in it that I did not really like, so I put the book down. Question number 6, productivity. A book you learned from or had an impact on you. That had an impact on me would have to be this book. It's the 2-in-1. You all heard me talk about this many times on my channel, but this right here is what got me to love reading in the first place, and this had the most impact on me because if I hadn't read this, I don't know when I would have started reading, because this is what got me to then read the Nancy Drew Hardy Boys Super Mysteries, and then into Tiger's Curse, and so on and so on. Yeah, I don't know where I would have been if I hadn't read this. Question number 7, FACETIME. A book you were gifted. No. Yeah. This book, among many others, from the Love Inspired Suspense series. This was gifted to me by my brother and sister-in-law last year for Christmas, among many others of this series. Not really a series, like the Love Inspired Suspense series is basically a bunch of books written by different authors, but have the basically just suspense. That is basically what it means. And this is actually a really good read. I would highly recommend you all reading this. It is so good. But yeah, this is a book that was gifted to me. Question number 8, self-care. What is one thing you have done recently to look after yourself? Well, I have been working out more, which is good. I will say that is the only thing I've been doing, but it's not bad at all. So I have been working out, and that has really helped out in many ways. Bonus question. Name a book coming out soon. I don't know any. I am terrible. I am seriously terrible. I don't know any books that are coming out soon. So I would like to tag anyone who is watching this video, and if you want, be sure to tag me. I will have my what is it even called? My username. Gosh. I'll have my username right here for you all on Instagram. So if y'all want to tag me on there and so I can see your video, please let me know. And again, I tag anybody who is watching this. If you all enjoyed this week's video, if you want more tips and tricks with YouTube and social media and ways you can make your content creator life a little bit easier, then check out this playlist right here and don't forget to subscribe. Talk to you again next week. Bye guys.